Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Jen O'Sullivan, and I'm going to share with you the single most important modality in my entire career as a naturopath and as somebody that's been in the healing sector, natural healing, for almost 20 years now. And this has been so integral in my practice that I don't actually take clients on unless they're willing to do this one thing. That's a huge statement from me because as a naturopath, we want to make sure that we're kind of working with different modalities, but this has had such a big impact. This has been something that has had such amazing benefits across the board that it's now a requirement to join my group. So it's really great. And I just want to dive right in and help you guys see what we're talking about here. And I'm 50 years old. I almost 51. And I like to call it aging gracefully. This is the same girl. I think it's 50 years apart. And it's an interesting thing when you start to see how we age and what that looks like. So, you can see her eyes got smaller. They've sunken in a little bit. The nose gets bigger. The lips get smaller. The ears get bigger. The face starts sagging, wrinkly face, gray hair. And it's sort of a bummer for some of us. I actually really enjoy aging. I think it's super fun to be able to age gracefully and not think like I have girlfriends who want to get full facelifts. I have girlfriends who've actually gotten full facelifts and it's expensive and then they look weird. And I'm like, oh, like what's going on? Where I feel like I can own it, enjoy it, love my wrinkles as they come. But because of this product, I'm looking actually younger than I did even, I would say 2 years ago. So it's a really great thing. And so when you start to understand by the age of 30, your stem cells decline by 60%. Stem cell activity in your body, and what I mean by stem cell activity is healthy stem cells, is how we heal. And so as you age, you have these stem cells that go dormant, but also stem cells that mutate, and you get all of these aging issues. But check this out. By the age of 60, your healthy stem cells decline by 90%. So it's a pretty big issue. And so I want you just to think back to when you were in your 20s, when you were younger. What would it be like if you had those great, beautiful, healthy stem cells like when you were younger? Well, what I'm going to show you today is something that is patented. It is something that has absolutely changed the world in ways that I think are interesting. Like we're seeing so many random people out now with patches on that are these patches. Because this has been patented. Nobody else in the world has this. Nobody will have this because it's patented. And it's wearable. It's a wearable phototherapy apparatus. It produces some of the most astounding benefits, such as activating healthy stem cells. And this improves a lot of things. And I'm going to get into why that is. And one of the things that the main reasons this works is because it's increasing a tripeptide called GHKCU, which is a copper peptide, a tripeptide. And they did a study to prove this. This is how it got a patent. You can't get a patent without proving the efficacy of something, and you can't get a patent without it being something nobody else has. So it's really amazing. So when you look at the actual stem cell industry is not approved, not regulated by the FDA. It's actually illegal for doctors in the United States, at least, to treat patients with stem cell therapy. They can lose their license, they can lose their practice, they can go to jail, they can get massive fines. And stem cell therapy only has about a 30% reproduction rate. It's called proliferation rate in one localized spot. So like if you had a frozen shoulder or a bad back and they did a stem cell injection, you usually have to get 3 or 4 treatments. And those treatments maybe last 2 or 3 years if it works. So the big thing there is if. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. And the treatments are anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 per treatment. So you can see the expense here is pretty high. So when we look at this product I'm going to show you, the X39, it is actually clinically proven to do this, and systemically, meaning all over your body, not just in one localized spot, increase or reproduce healthy stem cells by upwards of 2,100% in just 4 to 6 months of use. What this is going to do is it's going to work with your body to actually increase specific amino acids. Now, the thing about the amino acids are, yes, you're probably hearing things where people are saying, oh, you need to have this supplement or that, and this is going to help increase amino acids and peptides. And it's kind of becoming a buzzword right now. But the interesting thing about that is, sure, you can consume some, your body makes some, there's different amino acids that work in different ways. But the interesting thing here is not just the individual amino acids, it's the combining of them and then binding with copper. So it's not adding anything to your body, it's your body, it's kind of taking, imagine if you were to make a cake and you didn't have all of the things, so it can only grab some of them and then it would make the cake and then it wouldn't be right. What this is doing is it's taking all the things that are in your body and making this beautiful ability to create stem cells. So one of the things that we've found is that some people might be copper deficient. Most people aren't, but like you need that copper to make the magic work. So occasionally someone like say my husband who really doesn't eat any copper containing foods, we put him on a copper supplement so that the magic can actually work. But most of you are fine with what you've got here. So I just want to share with you how this works. And so just understanding amino acids, they are like the building blocks of proteins. They're massively important. But what X39 is doing is it's triggering this GHK-Cu peptide production in your body. That is glycine, histidine, and lysine. So I'm going to break these down for you one at a time to help you understand the importance of this. So glycine supports muscle building, joint repair, collagen building. It helps reduce inflammation, protects your liver, protects your heart, improves your metabolism and your digestion, supports improved sleep quality, and it's vital for glutathione production. Okay, when you have a deficiency in glycine, you have fatigue, breathing issues, weak muscle tone, seizures. So you can see why this could be a problem. Histidine, on the other hand, it supports growth, tissue repair, makes blood cells, protects nerve cells, used to make histamine. It supports immune function, supports digestion, improves sleep quality. And when you have a deficiency, you can have anemia, slow wound healing, weak immune system, poor cognition, poor memory, stiff joints, and arthritis. Again, a very important amino acid. Lysine supports collagen production, hormone production, calcium absorption, bone health, energy, improves your immune system health, helps block cortisol, yay. If you have a deficiency in lysine, you have fatigue, saggy skin, bone loss, agitation, anemia, nausea, loss of appetite, fatty acid absorption issues, systemic protein energy deficiency. So this can be a problem. Now, what's the magic here? The magic here is that copper peptide, that it's binding to copper. It's not just the amino acids. You've got these three amino acids, glycine, histidine, and lysine, bound to rogue copper that's in your body. And when that happens, you get these amazing results. Okay. And everybody's different. So we don't know what, I can't say you're going to get all of these. What I'm going to say is that everybody's different. And we have some of the most profound testimonies just in our team alone, but worldwide. So what is this and how does it work? Well, phototherapy, you know this because the sun does this. So, if your doctor said, you're going to do something and he wants you to stop taking vitamin D, well, that doesn't mean stop going out in the sun. So this is not a typical supplement. Nothing's going into your body. It's like the sun. The sun hits your skin and your skin triggers the reaction, a chemical reaction in your body to increase vitamin D production in your body. Now, you understand this, I think, that vitamin D, human vitamin D, is far more bioavailable. Bioavailable means that your body can actually use it than an over-the-counter vitamin D, right? So it's an interesting thing. So you can consume amino acids that are over the counter. There's a bunch of them, but it's not the same as your body producing more. Human production of, and again, some amino acids, you get enough from your food, most of them, and some of them your body produces on its own. But I'm just going to tell you right now, the human production of it is way more bioavailable. And so that's the same as X39. So this is a little patch. You wear it on the back of your neck or below your belly button. There's some other places to use it. It's new advanced technology because what it's doing is it's using your infrared light and it's reflecting very specific wavelengths from a crystal lattice that is inside the patch back onto your skin. And this triggers human peptide production of that GHK-Cu, glycine, histidine, lysine, bound to copper. Really exciting. So if we start to just kind of break down what X39 is, it's an FDA recognized and compliant general wellness product. It's a class 1 medical device, which means it's non-transdermal. Nothing's going into your body. It's very safe. It is made out of organic amino acids, salts, and sugars. That is cased in medical grade plastic and it has a hypoallergenic adhesive. We have a 96% effective rate. In my own practice, what I've found when somebody's having major issues or not actually having any response at all is because they're doing something wrong. And that's why we work with you to make sure, you're having a smooth entry on this. But it's very affordable. And because this is patented technology, remember that no product in the world does what X39 does.